Yeah. Uh, Hi everyone. It has been PowerPack presentations by Vargab and Som, and then it's a lot of conversation happened around Shopify, and then it evolved to an Amazon, and then we discussed about how brands can evolve and how transactions can be done more. So we also had a conversation, interesting conversation in between that, okay, there has to be a brand story. And then if the stories are told well, people buy your products more. Greatly mentioned by Som. And then my entire presentation would be around that, how we create content and how we create stories around our brand so that people not only just love our products or the brand, or they buy more, rather they advocate our brands. So let me start our presentation and get into the subject straight. So I've just prepared a small presentation for discussion for all of us. So before that, I would like to mention that what all I do. Basically, I am a person who runs a company where we help companies grow from small to big. Specifically, born, brought up, studied everything in India and understand Indian economy well. So if you have any questions related to tech, business, entrepreneurship, strategy, e-commerce or e-commerce marketing, you can shoot at me and I will be able to answer that. So far, I have trained more than 5,900 people, and I'm known as a CEO coach and basically known as a speaker into the various events, which is WordCamps, Meet Magentos, called for the universities, and I am Depur and so on. Today, we'll be sharing and discussing the areas where we will talk what people buy actually, whether people buy products or services or they buy something else from us. We will also look at the examples of content-driven commerce, how the brands are communicating with their customers, and the great examples which has been there, and then the brand stories we look at and we get persuaded. We will look at also why, as a brand, you should focus on creating these stories and what kind of content-led campaigns you can create. We'll also understand how commerce-driven commerce, content-driven commerce is useful for B2C, D2C, and B2B. So Vargab talked about direct to customer. There is always a segment which is known for the retailers, which is called B2C, business to consumers, and then there is a B2B, which is a wholesale distribution. We will also touch upon a point where every brands are talking about digital experiences. So what kind of platforms are available and how we can look at it. And then I will give my tips about content plus commerce plus marketing combos. So what are the tools and platforms we can use collectively such that this can create a greater impact for our brand in our life and also to our consumers. And then we will have a question and answers. So let's get into the main part. This is an interesting question. I always ask people, like, what people buy. Do they buy product, or they buy what product can do for them, or they buy stories around the products? So if I talk about my childhood, I have grown up talking about like a luxury which is portrayed by a brand called Mercedes. And then it was there in my mind that this was the costliest car in India. When I'm talking about, I got birth in early 80s. So at that time, Mercedes was known as a symbol of luxury. And that has been a story in my mind that if you talk about ultimate luxury, it is a Mercedes. Similarly, if you talk about biscuit of India, so it's all about Parle-G, and we also proudly say G man genius. And then we have a lot of stories around it that from the dog to a CEO, everybody eats Parle-G. So I have personally seen that people just don't buy product or services. People buy stories which we tell around them. And then that was also mentioned by Som, and also referred one book, that the brand communicators are the storytellers. So how you communicate story about your brand, that is going to make or break the success of your brand. So I personally believe that people don't buy product and services. It is all about the storytelling around it, how we tell our brand is. So for example, what makes some brand as Apple and then some computer as Dell, or you can say Lenovo. It's all about the way, not only just wow experience which is coming on the screen. It is not just the wow product, but also the way it has been portrayed on the screen, the way it has been communicated, and the stories around Apple. So it is not just a product, It is a respected product into the market, and people love Apple products like that. Similarly, for the shoes, all sport shoes are sport shoes, but Nike is a special one. Why? Because it has been created, portrayed in a way that it is specifically made for your sports brand. And they create not only brand stories or emotional appeals, they also create scientific stories that depending on the type of foot or the fall of your leg, we create shoes for you, and then how it is going to help your knees or the legs and the muscles. So what people understand is this company is not just talking about selling a product. This company is also talking about what goes behind the scene for making a product, what goes about into the market, how they position themselves. So this is possible only with the stories and the content-led campaigns. So we'll talk more about that today. Let's see some of the examples. One of the fashion brand or fashion jewelry brands, the ladies here would be loving this, called Swarovski. So every time when they come up with a new collection, you can see on the screen an example. They create story around it. They create a story about happy women wearing it, or the urban women liking the products and the brand. They also create stories about the design they create, and then they showcase how this design has been evolved and how it has been brought into the product, and then it has been pushed to the market. So when you go to their webpage, you read the story first, and later on then you look at social proof, like happy women or stylish women wearing it, and then you buy a product. So storytelling first and then the product second. If you talk about another example, this is the most loved brand. If you look at on this site is also an e-commerce site, but if you look at the whole page, you will find all about content, awesomeness of the product, great features, what it can do for you. And only one blue button is there always on the right top, which is called buy. If we talk about the stories, this brand is known for not just creating awesome experience on the screen, it is also making awesome video channel and then portraying great local content as per the country. Let me show an example of a local advertisement which they have created for a country like India. If video doesn't work, I'm sorry in advance.
Repeat with me. I am born with potential.
Born with potential.
I am born with goodness.
Born with goodness.
I am born with ideas and dreams.
Ideas and dreams.
I am
So when you look at this video, what they have done is they have not just given a tribute to our past prime minister, but what they have created is a story and a video around a story which is, or the poem written by APJ Kalam, and then what they are showing is we all are born with the wings and we can fly high and we are full of potential. And at the end, they show that this whole video is shot with an Apple phone, which is 11 Pro. And then they are also showing the potential of a product. So storytelling works in an amazing way when you portray on the screen. Similarly, you can find an Indian company which is called Flint. They are creating videos and the content that how Flint works on the psychology of kids, how they can help them learn the subjects easily. Similar example you can see with the Byju's as well. What they're talking is how learning is crucial for the kids and how distance learning or online learning can help kids doing things well and exploring things, learning and building their future. They also talk about bringing their logical reasoning abilities. And then what happens is mother just click on request a callback or the buy now. Another great brand, which is Under Armour. What they create is again amazing video. They also have you can say user generated content, which is also provides a social proof. So what they have is a series of the people who are using Under Armour brand and they are happy about it. There is also a great brand in UK and USA which is called tail.com. They talk about happy dog stories and how the dogs are loving their products, and then those things are coming on the screen. Similarly, if you look at recent campaigns by the Nike, when the tension about black and white happened, what they said is, for once, don't do it. And then there is an emotional appeal which is created by Under Armour. Why these companies are creating useful content? It is because They want people to engage with their brand. They want people to love their brand. They talk about it, and then they keep on buying the product again and again. So it increases customer stickiness with the brand. If you look at the brand called Nika, celebrity endorsement is also one of the key areas. If you look at Myntra.com, you will see a prominent brand called Rogan, which is endorsed by the Kohli. And you look at in Nika, there is a collection which is launched by Katrina Kaif. And then in India, it is all about celebrity endorsement. So in Indian e-commerce, by their endorsing celebrities and their brands, and they are asking them to put up videos, also IGTV, or writing a blog around it. The reason is people love it, they go for it, they consume it, and then they buy again and again. So if you look at overall scenario, what I look at is content is the best complement to the commerce. Remember this, content is the best complement to the commerce. A lot of people in the event today would be from the SEO background or digital marketing background. You also need a content for search engine optimization, but not only that, it is also important to understand that your consumers are also looking for a right content which persuade their mind and which gives them reason to buy your product again and again. So it's important that you don't write for Google, you write for consumers. Let me give you some of the examples how different content-led campaigns are used by the different brands. So if you look at blogs and stories, which has been used by the fashion sites, or you can say travel portals, or the companies which is selling travel packages or food packages, or the restaurants, what they look at is the stories around it. They create blogs around it. So you can find a lot of travel blogs, fashion blogs. You can also find a lot of food blogs, and they drag a traffic to a site. Also, blogs and stories are also used by the nutrition sites, also used by people like me who are the business coaches. So we write a content. What happens is people consume it, they come back to the screen, and they purchase product or service from us. If you look at the news and editorial, there are some companies who are always in the news, and because of the news, their new launches are there, which gets a lot of traction, and they get pre-booking. Cell phone companies or the television companies or the car companies, they attract a lot of traffic with the editorial and the news which they are publishing or the PR they do, and that comes out as a content, video content, or also infographics, or as a stories, or as a PR, and they drive a lot of traffic to the site. User guides. This has been a fantastic area when you talk about specifically in the area of fashion, or you can talk about beauty product or personal care products. So user guides help customers understand, okay, how to use this product, and they feel special, they feel cared, and then they not only use it, they also share others that, okay, this company is doing fantastic, giving the right examples, use them. There are other companies which is called B2B companies, which is wholesale companies. They have a lot of product catalogs. They have huge catalogs. Products are say more than 10,000 products to 1 lakh SKUs. What they do is they have ebooks and product catalogs, and they have a facility that the readers can, or their consumers can see the list of things in the product catalog, select it, and post a bulk order. Similarly, the advertisement, we saw an example of advertisement of Apple. We also saw an Under Armour. Similarly, Nike. All are creating great advertisement. You might have recalled an ad which is Mintrala, which was very popular in India for buying a new fashion, and then they keep on releasing new fashion ads every quarter. Many companies also go for IGTV and the YouTube channels. I still recall in the YouTube video which I saw, there is a brand called Toms in India. What they do is spillage-free T-shirts and the pants. So what they actually show on in the ad, that white T-shirt, somebody's pushing a chocolate sauce or the ketchup on the T-shirt, and then they will clean it and it will be fine. It will be as easy. So it is spillage-free, or you can say T-shirts. And those videos actually triggers people's mind. Okay, I can wear white in India also. Social media posts, they create a wow factors and engagements. So don't just put social media ads for having likes or the shares. Also make social media ads which is actually showcasing your product strength, your user stories, or the consumer ratings, or how great your products are. So if you look at the ads by the Cleano Wipe or the March Tea, how they put up is they show how their products are made, what kind of quality measures they have taken up, and then those ads have been shown. Similarly, Coffee Table Book, influencer content. This has been the talk of the town, influencer marketing. So what influencers do for you? So they create posts, they create photos, they create infographics, they give videos, and then using that, the traffic comes to your site, and then they actually buy. So influencers is not just, as Home said, it's not just the people with the blue tick is the people who can persuade your consumers. So find those influencers who can bring a lot of traffic, then post content for you, and then they come to your site and they buy the products. User-generated contents. So people who are consuming the products nowadays, I have seen many brands are showing user-generated content, and they are pushing their buyers that if you post your selfie with our product, you get discount in next round, or if you give us recommendation, you get discount in next round. So a lot of user-generated contents are there, and people love it because people love to see themselves on the company's website, and then they share with their friends. Offers and emails, which has been there since long and ages, so I will not talk about it. Infographic is also something which everybody does. Social media stories. Nowadays, brands are doing social media stories. Julia is exactly, I would say, example of social media stories. She has been doing great in IGTV and the stories, and that's the reason we all are here. Affiliate marketing, yeah, it is there, where the affiliate sites are there which pours traffic, and then something which is in trend called memes. So people are creating funny memes and the cartoons. If you are an Indian, you know how Amul has created a series of cartoons to bring traction or the love for the brand. Similarly, now many brands are creating memes. It is not the actual cartoon, but something which is funny, and then people love it, and then they engage. So when I say all these things, you will say, what the hell? Am I supposed to do all these things as a brand? No, you are not supposed to do all these things. You have to look at what works for your brand. You are not supposed to do everything. You have to do specific things. I gave specific example about fashion, books, editorial, fashion. So depending on the category of products you are, the brand you are supposed to choose what kind of content-led marketing you will do. Let me tell you why we need to do it. There are majorly two reasons. One, prime segments we are talking to, and second, it is an era of digital experiences. So let's look at which prime segment we are talking to. So anyone who is buying right now, if you look at online, so 80% of people are between the age group of 80s to 2010. So either they are millennials or they are Generation Z. So if you look at the consumer behavior, the psychology of the segment we are talking to, we have to look at how we can persuade them. Let's talk about the first, millennials. Millennials are the me generation. I am also a millennial. We are selfish people. I would love to say that. What happens is we are the focus in our life because we are busy doing many things at a go. We want quick decisions. We don't want many options. We want filters at go. And if something goes late, or you can say delayed on internet, or things don't work fast, we don't like it. So globalization, they like it. What they want to do is they want to challenge the status quo of other brands. What they want is everything as a flagship product first in their hands. So they don't mind trying new things. And because of that, you can see the whole revolution of e-commerce and digitization, or AR, VR, or personalization, or chatbots. Everything is there on earth thanks to these millennials. What they want is instant gratification, and every time they want something new. So what you need to do, we need to create a content to create experience for them, which they love, which gives them soothness. Because of that, they stay on the page and they buy. You have to convince them they are buying the right product. Why? Because they are always challenging the status quo. So you have to convince them this is the right product for them. And for that, you need content marketing, or you need content-led campaigns, or your product has to be product page has to be content heavy. Another set, which is digital natives. They are the people who are born in the era where digitization has already been happened. So this is, I would say, mobile segment. The moment they got birth, what they had is they have seen the world that everybody is consuming mobile, internet on mobile, websites on the mobile, and buying things fast at one click. So what they need is mobility. What they want to do is a dialogue. That is where the chatbot comes into the picture. So there is always a reason why things evolve and why it has been subscribed or prescribed by the previous speakers. So the Generation Z is the one who is a dialoguer. They want to talk. They want to talk with the intelligent person on the other side. Is this the right product I'm buying? Or can you suggest that anything better for me? If you suggest those products, go for this. This is the right fit for you, and then they will buy it. They want things that has to be more realistic. They want uniqueness. So that is the reason small brands have proliferated. Earlier, it was an era that people where India is known as a subcontractor, or you can say brand manufacturer for the brands. So outsourcing has been in our genes, and the in our culture. But now you can see the small brands have started coming up. They have started showing up great results. And now people have started understanding that I, as a manufacturer, can fly high. I can also have my brand, and I can also have my site instead of selling on marketplace and give away 50%, as rightly said by the previous speaker. You have to look at that Generation Z also look at the ethical behavior of the brand. So they are very conscious that the brand is showing right things. They are also showing right certificates. They are also showing why it has been made, or the quality, or the brand story, how they make the products. And that is where these all big brands have started showing all this to attract Generation Z, because this generation is not going to buy right now. They are going to buy for next 2 decades also. So to understand, we talk right with them. We create a content which shows uniqueness and security and influence their buying. So it's important to understand that brands or brands in making, this is going to help you in brand awareness first, then brand positioning, and the recall, and then the brand advocacy. So it is always a ladder in consumers' mind. First, they know about your brand, they consume your brand, they create an opinion, and then gradually they start loving your brand. And once they love your brand, when they love your brand, they just don't buy your product, they advocate your product, and then they recommend your friend, hey, have you seen this product? I'm using it. So recently, I can see that a lot of influence around youngsters is always there. At the same time, millennials are also getting influenced by their friends that I'm buying from this site. Are you buying it or not? So it's important that you create brand stories that is going to help you go at heights. Another era, which is called digital experiences. It has been, I would say the world has evolved so fast that omni-channel marketing along with omni-channel commerce has come into the picture. So it's not just that you have a website on Shopify or WooCommerce or on Magento or Shopware or many other platforms. It is not important that you have another channel called marketplaces where you sell on Amazon or eBay. It's not just that you have a social shop. It's not just that you have a mobile app. It's not just their store is automated. It's not just your store as a digital catalog. It's all about them. So what consumer wants is connected commerce. What they want is omni-channel commerce. They want you to touch each and every era of it. So is it costly? No. With the tools and platforms available, we can have a connected commerce, or we can have awesome experiences for the customers in all the era, whether it is a TV, whether it's a tab, or mobile, or in store, or on the website, or any other places, or on the marketplaces. So let's see how digital experiences are evolving. Let's see this story. If you look at the picture, somebody saw a catalog which is coming to their house, and then seeing the nice new shoes, and it's there in my mind, okay, my old shoes is going like, I'm not happy with that, I want something new. The same guy goes outside and see the digital billboard where they see the same product, and then they also see the offer, and then say, okay, I want to buy it again. Then they look at, while browsing, as Alexa is listening, or you can say our phone is listening to us, the same thing will be recommended on your screen when you're browsing any website. It will come up on your screen and you say, okay, remarketing is there. I want to buy this product. Again, you're going out and then you're listening a digital radio on, and then while listening that radio, again, the advertisement will play, which is about that product. Then you are watching a digital TV, maybe a Netflix or any other channel which you subscribe online. Again, you see the similar ads. And one fine day you decide, okay, I am clear that I want to buy this product, and you tap on it. What happens is e-commerce site owners see the statistics. Even the people who are on the back, they show the dashboard. Sir, we did digital marketing. This is the result. People buy on our mobile app or on our site. Yay. It's not like that. It's actually all the content which has been created as attributed to one single purchase. So we cannot attribute that why person has bought a product. That is the reason we have to create all the touch points such that we don't miss out the buyer. Let me tell you some of the points which is to be focused by B2C, D2C, and B2B companies. Personalization. Personalization game has gone up manifold. So it is not just that our phones are listening to us and showing the right product. It is also our consumer behavior, the type of sites we look at, types of cookies we have, types of age group we have, and type of interest we have created, and type of hashtags we follow. All these things come together, and marketing automation tools create a personalized content on the screen. It is not just that. With the products like Adobe Sensei, it also take care that depending on the race you have, the model coming on the screen will have a similar race. So if I'm a black guy, the same white shirt will be shown on the screen with the black model. If I'm a white guy, it has been shown with that, and if I am Asian, it will be shown like that. So personalization has gone up manifold. It is not just a product recommendation, it is also how product has been shown to you on the screen. Marketing automation, which has been great, and I always believe that the one missing point or missed out point by most of the digital marketers is it is not integrated. So whenever you are doing marketing automation, all the marketing channels you connect, you should have integrated marketing communication for that, and that can drive a better sales. It can create wonders and magic for you. You be available to all the touch points, the way we saw an example of shoes. Brands are in a process of making followers and fans. So it's not just that you focus on transactions, you also look at the engagement. How many times people come back and see your site, how many times people consume your content, how many times they like and even they don't buy. So you understand and you start scoring that lead, that this person has seen my ad, click like. This person has gone back to my page and like. This person has shared my product and like. This person has visited my. So gradually what happens is the consumer score increases, and one particular time with the drip marketing or any other channel or your paid ad, that person converts. So you have to look at that you just don't make transactions, you also make followers and fans of your brand. Ultimately, it is going to result in the sales. Sales offers, PPC are the temporary boosters, and brands is always going to be long lasting. So make sure you create content which help creating a brand. You can be a small brand with the 10 products. You can be a great brand with 1 lakh products. It's not about the size of the brand. It's about how you position and occupy your space in people's mind. So think about staying in the top of mind. Trauma is very important. It's also important that you have to choose who you are. So there is a set called A, which is called retailers. There is a set called B, which is called brands or brands in making. So I would say this all what I said is not for the set A. It is all for set B. People who are there, they are focused on the sales or the transactions. There are a lot of people, what they do is drop shipping, they buy other brands product, they sell online. They are running retail stores. What they have is already procured goods of other brands and they sell online. So in this case, what they need to look at is they have to give ease and convenience for customers to buy. So they go on marketplace, boost their ads and sell. They have Pure's website where the homepage, category, product detail, and buy now. That's it. What they look at is transactional relations. So it is fine for them not to create brand stories and don't spend a lot of money in creating brand stories. Exactly opposite. When you are a brand and you are brand in making, you have to tell your why. What is the purpose of bringing this product? When you are going into social commerce, why you are going for it? When you are creating a unique product which talks about health and immunity booster. Recently, I have been seeing a constant ad of immunity boosting tablets in India, which can be dissolved in the water. I drink it every day and my immunity power increases. A Mumbai-based brand has been doing it. Why it has been coming on my screen? Why they are talking about brand stories? They are taking right advantage of the situation which is happening in the world, and they are showing that this tablet is not going to help you stay away from the corona, but this is going to increase your immunity. And this is the purpose they have given birth to this brand. And they have only 2 products and they are doing it well. So you have to give reasons to buy to the connect, reasons to, you have to give reasons to buy, reasons to follow, and reason to love your product. And what you create is you look at the connect between you and your consumer. So to create a buyer's persona, connect with them. People will not think about, in e-commerce, I have seen the people switch like this. So if it is a better offer on Flipkart and the better offer on Amazon, I will buy from the cheaper deal. When it talks about brand, it doesn't happen like that. You stay to the brand for a long period and you keep on buying that thing again and again. Consumers gradually become brand advocates. So create stories so that it happens. If you are retail store owner, done offers, run PPC, give discount, go Amazon, go programmatic advertising and sell more, have fun. If you are a brand, look at engagement, look at the consumers, look at content-led campaigns so that you win advocates. So these 2 distinct type of sellers. So either you are X or a Y. You cannot be X plus Y. So make sure you go pure play. Either you focus on transaction or you focus on brand, creating your own brand. This is a survey which was done on eMarketer and recently got published. 79% of professionals who are working for a brands, they felt that the content-led campaigns will grow in 2020 and so and further. And if you look at the combo, many popular combos are there. So when you talk about brands, so they don't just go for a SaaS-based e-commerce platform or They don't go for a small subscription e-commerce site. Brand has a spectrum of products which they consume, which is the costly, and then there's the economical one. Their e-commerce site can be built in $3 or $4 lakh, or you can say $500,000, and there is also a range where you can see $40 per month, which is subscription website. So I have created the whole list of it. So what combo can work better such that you can run content plus commerce and marketing tools. So if you look at the best suite which has been used by the brands and which is very costly, certainly, which is Adobe Experience Platform, which includes Adobe Experience Manager, Magento Commerce, Adobe Analytics, Campaign, and Target. This is a complete suite of Adobe, which is actually meant for the bigger brands, who runs in $1 billion. And again, this is a very costly affair. People who cannot afford, go one level down. You look at Magento Commerce, maybe on a community edition or maybe on enterprise grade. Look at Page Builder, which is also given the Magento. And then you can have marketing automation tools, which is already there, which are the favorite one from the people. If you are looking at the mobile first strategy, and if you want to use commerce from some other platform and the content from other platform, you have to go headless. So you have to do API based e-commerce site. So delivery of content comes from one angle, from one API, and the commerce comes from the second. And then you have marketing automation, which can help you look at everything together. There are a lot of lovers. So this is the number 2 platform or loved platform on earth, which is called WordPress plus WooCommerce combo. People can also look at WordPress plus Magento community combo as well. And then digital marketing suites are there, which is connected to that. Shopify is there. Shopify generally lacks content pages, which you can create wow pages. But there is a tool which is called Shogun, which is my personal favorite. What it helps you create is a beautiful content pages for your Shopify store. So if you are looking at low investment and want to try on rent, so Shopify is the right platform. And then you can have tools like Shogun, which can help you content, and then you can have a lot of marketing automation tools like SEMrush, HubSpot, and so on, which is in your affordability range. People have also started working on the combo of BigCommerce, PWA. So where the mobile application is there and in the e-commerce is also there, you connect together, and then the store is becoming lightning fast. So less than 1 second guaranteed. You can run your store offline also, and you can transact seamlessly. So that is the power of PWA when it comes to the picture. So how you want your consumers to create an experience for you, you have to decide that, and based on that, you have to choose what is right for you. It's important that you choose this based on your budget, size of your brand, and the scale of your business. So if you are a big brand looking at cross-border expansion, you need to look at option 1 and 2. If you are just trying once, or you are struggling, or brand in making, look at the bottom 2 or the bottom 3. If you are very clear that I am a set brand, but I need content-led campaigns, I need content more, so you can look at WordPress. So depending on your type of company you are, you can choose out of this list. It's important to understand that only brands have a legacy, rest do only transactions. So this, I would say, the last message from my side to all of you. So it's important, only brands have a legacy, rest do only transactions. So you have to decide whether you are a brand or brand in making, you want to differentiate, or you are just another company you want to sell. For people who want to just sell, marketplaces are great. FBA, A+ content, you can go and sell more. If you are clear that I'm a brand and I will have my own store and my own clients, it is going to be an organic journey, slow and steady, but you will leave a legacy behind. It is a tough journey, and I understand as a mentor that out of 10, 8 startups fail, but still people don't stop dreaming. They are here to create their own brand. So I have seen that new brands are showing up well and then doing actually well globally. So make sure if you are having a dream of being a brand, focus on that. Thank you. You can see my credentials on the screen. We also run an e-commerce blog for the brand owners or the merchants who want to sell online and they want to learn how to do it. So we write tips there, and these are the handles where you can talk to me or you can ask questions to me. Me and my team members will be more than happy to answer. I'm open to question answers.
Thank you very much. Very interesting information about how actually and other varieties of tools which people can use with their e-commerce, merchandise, and merchants, whatever they want to sell. So we're looking for some questions. Don't hesitate yourself. We have some little bit of time, so Vatsal can answer your questions.
Which is the best content option for home decor SN company for 30-40 age segment, urban population, bit skewed on female side, thinking of focusing on Pinterest. Okay, if you are in home decor site, you are supposed to focus on the social media where people see home decor products. So Pinterest is not the place, I would say, for looking at home decor. I have seen that people spending a lot of time on Facebook, also on Instagram. I think Instagram ads would be very helpful in this. And thinking of focusing on Pinterest and Facebook. Yes, Facebook, yes, and Instagram. You are right on that. Don't want to do too many things at once. Okay, great. Look at the must-have features for home decor and furnishing brand. One of the very popular articles. If you are running a furnishing brand, make sure that you have right features on your e-commerce store, which people love. That's one of the area where you can start having more conversions. Twitter may not help you more in the home furnishing brand. Question number 2, okay, could you share some resources and book to learn more about this topic, especially integrated marketing, content marketing? Yes, so I have seen that people who are in the marketing professions nowadays, they are not marketing graduates. Nothing wrong about it, but if you go by books which is on integrated marketing, or you can say you can do a lot of online courses as well. My personal favorite is What Customers Really Want. And then Philip Kotler has always been a Bible to everyone. But right now, if you want to learn integrated marketing, start focusing on 4 C's instead of 4 M's. So people used to do 4 P's: product, price, promotion, and placement. Now it is the era of 4 C's: cost, consumer, convenience, and communication. So instead of promoting, you do communication. So I think you should look at those areas for learning. For a beginner content creation, how you should one go about learning and becoming a best. Okay, so if you are a content curator or a content writer, what kind of content you make is going to decide that what will be your future. So are you writing for a brand, or you are an influencer or a blogger? Are you writing for a product or product description? So for different type of writing, you have to take different approaches. So if I'm writing a product, I have to look at how product can sell. So I have to go in the consumer's mind and write. If you are talking about a SaaS platform, you have to write in a different context where your product features comes into the play. If you are talking about a brand, so then the emotions come at a play. So if you have to see different examples, you have to see what is the purpose of content, what you want to message, what will be the structure of the content, and then write. So this is the path you have to follow as if you are a beginner content writer. That is going to help you write fantastic. Which of the content tool is mobile responsive? Nowadays, most of the tools or all the platforms, whether it is WordPress, WooCommerce or Shopify, BigCommerce, all are mobile responsive. But if you want mobile first experience and very fast, you have to look at PWA. Which can be made in React Native or which can be made with the PWA studios available, which converts your e-commerce store in mobile app, which runs in few KB in your mobile phone. You can run offline as well, and it is lightning fast. So look at that as one of the key area. Okay. Any other question?
Yeah, feel free to ask more questions. I will add my part as person who came from SEMrush background. It's a digital marketing tool. I don't work there anymore, but I still love the tool.
So I want whether SEMrush is good or not to be answered by Julia, not me. I think she is the better person to answer on SEMrush.
Yes, but the thing that which is the best SEO tool for me, of course, I'm a SEMrush person. I'm complete for 3 years I spent in SEMrush. I learned the tool. I spoke to developers. I was giving constant feedback from Indian customers to developers. I spoke to all influencers. So I can't answer anything that SEMrush is the best SEO tool. And content market, on content toolkit as well at SEMrush. I really love a lot. Content writing assistant, where you can really search a lot of things and get the best ideas, what is trending on the search. So like so far I'm a part of MakeSuccess. I think eSIMrush always will be brought here. At least like I think 6 months left eSIMrush, and of course, like I have great regards to team, to marketing team, to developer team. Like I know like half of eSIMrush, if not more, employees. They're all my friends, and the tool itself I still use. I bought the pro subscription for my services because I do consultant for brands in terms of brand marketing. So the answer would be the only one, that eSIMrush.
Okay, another popular one is HubSpot, and if you are a pro brand, look at Adobe Suites, which is very costly, but yeah, it is going to help you a lot. So the few more options I have given. And Marketo is also very popular. So there are different range of the product and tools available depending on the size of company. You should pick the one. Any tips on using content to encourage impulse buying behavior or focusing on just impulse buying, a wrong approach? So I have seen that FOMO is one of the keyword which has been in a trend. People are using a fear of missing out everywhere, and then a lot of content is around it. So it's important that you don't box your buyer. It's always good that you create a content which creates them wow factor for them, and then they order. So if you look at the case study of Apple is launching a new phone, or Xiaomi launching a new phone, or MI phone, or OnePlus, what they create is so great content that people get tempted to pre-order or buy. Only few pieces left is the old strategy of selling. So I don't advocate FOMO more. I always look at that we have a content which is like a magnet, and then we encourage impulsive buying. So it's more important because FOMO is not going to last longer. Yeah. Okay, if you Google on Shogun, it is a platform where you can drag and drop and you can create a page. It's more of a simpler page builder which connects as a tool with the Shopify. And then because the Shopify lacks an ability of creating a lot of content pages. So if you want to create beautiful pages, subscribe a tool called Shogun along with Shopify, which is very popular combination. You can just, as a novice user also, you can drag drop. The way you use Canva, you can use Shogun and create beautiful content pages for your Shopify store. So it also works with other platforms, but with Shopify, it works like a pro.
Sure. Thank you very much for wonderful session, for wonderful inputs, for taking such detailed the way how the journey of user is going on e-commerce and content. I truly appreciate your time on Saturday, and thank you very much once again.
Indians work on Monday to Saturday, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.